Hello, this is Gavril Tien. I'm back poolside now, and we're going to continue. We have an additional new commentator. He's a German, active underwater rugby club player, and his got a long experience as a player. And could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, hello, my name is Peter Schmidt, and I'm a German player underwater rugby, and belong partly to the staff of the national team, and so mainly I'm here for just watching the games and having a lot of fun. And now, of course, being very happy that the German female team won the bronze medal.
Have a sheet with the players' names and numbers, and we have one for Marcel, who's joined us again. So we'll take turns with the microphone here and follow the action. Perhaps you guys could talk a little bit about these teams and what sort of advantages or disadvantages you see coming into this match.
Well, yesterday when the German male team played against the Swedish team, you could see one strength of the Swedish team, of course, where I think that they are very powerful. They're very powerful, and of course they have very heavy guys, so they have a lot of power. Where, to my personal mind, the Finnish team is a very powerful swim team. They have a lot of speed, and they are very, very competent in transferring the speed into power. So that's the way how they almost beat the Norwegian guys yesterday. So I think this will, to my mind, again be a play where you have the swim speed of the Finnish guys versus the very strong physical power of the Swedish guys, whereas the Finnish still also very powerful.
Would you assume that the game is always in front of the goals, snatch the ball straight forward to the other side, counterattack, and in front of the goal, or would you also expect potentially to have a game in midfield?
I think it depends mostly depends on the Swedish guys, because if they allow the Finnish to swim fast to the middle field, then I think that it will be more the game like passing, like having the ball, having a fast counter, and then trying to put the goal into it. If because I think that the Finnish team, they are able to play both ways. They play one either to cross the middle field very fast, on the other hand, or even try to establish the game in the middle field and then to have the attacks out of the middle field. So I think it depends on the response of the Swedish teams.
Well, basically what we can expect is a game that's got a notch more speed than what we just saw with the females.
Definitely, definitely. I'm really looking forward to it, because yesterday the game where the Finnish team were playing against the Norwegian guys, I loved it. I loved it. It was a real advertisement for the underwater rugby. So there you had speed, you had power, and it was very, very fair, what I really also appreciate very much. So let's see.
And we're off. What we can see is there's a very quick change of hands of the ball.
Yeah. Okay, now, as I already hoped, the Finnish were able to get the ball in the first time, but they lost it against the powerful Swedish guys, and now the Swedish try to establish a circle around the goal, of course, and then hopefully try to get their style of attack. What they love is like they have the ball coming from the right or left side, and the other attacker is lying right in front of the basket. But now it's changed.
And it's a free throw for the blue team, Finns.
Many of the Swedish players are veterans, and they pride themselves on having ball handling skills. Do you see some of them as being particularly difficult to read? They can drift in the water and keep the ball away, doing relatively little?
There are quite a few veterans, and they have a lot of hours of playing on the neck. So, and that's what you see, because the way they act also when they are in a struggle is quite impressive, because you always have the feeling they always have a way to find out of the struggle. It's just very, very hard to get the ball snatching away from them. And so what you see here now, what I also appreciate very much about the Finnish play is they are not so quick in just going it. I think what they really do is they plan their attack. This is my impression. They really try to establish a system, and then either the first wave, second wave, or third wave is then the ball is coming into the goal. Unfortunately, they just lost it, so let's wait and see if they're gonna make it the next time.
The Swedes are on the move now. They're coming up to the goal. Marcel, do you think there will be a lot of set corner play in this game?
I think the corner play is one of the classic game moves nowadays. You've seen it with the women's team, and we'll see it here as well. We haven't seen it yet with the Finnish team attacking, but that's only been one attack. But, oh, nice catch. But again, here the Swedish basically building up their game on the side, and then when they're at the ready, they would attack. The one Finnish player, still the same one that actually got the ball. So you can see it's not just a snatch and grab job.
He went on the head for his opponent when the Swedish guy was attacking. He tried to push away by taking his hand and pulling away the head, and that of course was foul. So now we have,
you can see advantage for the Swedish one. Yeah.
I also have to say that I think that the referees on this tournament are quite good, honestly. I mean, of course, you always have some decisions where you can talk about and discuss about, but I really think that they do a very good job.
As a general rule, I think this has been, from a referee standpoint, a very good tournament. What people don't see at the moment is that these final games, the semifinals and the finals, we have 5 referees. So we have, apart from the deck referee and 2 underwater referees, there's an exchange referee on each side, just looking for the exchanges. So as a reminder, the player has to be completely out of the water before his exchange can jump back in.
Your questions are welcome. Send them on the official Facebook page of the World Championships. You can find it if you go and look up the 9th CMOS Underwater Rugby World Championships. We have a question now. I don't know what country. Now it's just vanished from the touchscreen here, but it's coming back in a second. The internet is slow here. Wait till Marcel, you can continue to talk while we got it back now. Here we have a question from Nina Swart. I haven't been so close to this sport, so tell me how the ball moves so smooth in the water. What is the material? It really moves quickly when someone throws it. Great sport. Thanks for great commentators.
Well, I'm not quite sure on the rubber composition of the ball, but basically it's a ball in the men's game, circumference of 540 to 520 millimeters, filled with a solution of salt water. Let's just watch the action here. Okay, the ball's back up. It's filled with solution of salt water and sinks between 1 and 1.2 meters per second. Very nice attack here. You can see.
Oh. Now it's getting intense.
And due to the mass of the ball, you can throw it and it basically floats. It will sink, obviously, but you have to thrust it forward so it flies. But more than 2 meters is a lucky shot. I hope your question's answered with that.
Well, if somebody shoots from over 2 meters, their coach is going to yell at them afterwards, right? Unless they happen to make it.
Well, if it reaches the goal, it's all right. No, but basically what you try to do is straightforward passes and passes downward. You don't want to go against gravity. And when you see these huddles, a lot of time you'll see someone below because gravity dictates the ball comes back down. You can see very nicely how when someone's attacking on the top, be it the Swedes or the Finns, there's always someone on the side of the goal just ready to get that ball and within a second thrusts his entire body weight into the goalie to smash him upwards and then burrow the ball straight into the goal.
Live action right now we have a very interesting and fast game, and the direction is changing almost every second. We have the Finnish team attacking, and then suddenly they lose the ball in front where a pass is not complete, and now they're attacking the Finnish one. And what you really can see is the very, very good physical conditions both teams are in, because I mean, it looks so easy, so almost as if they don't need any kind of air, they're always under the water. Here they really blocked away the offense of the Swedish guys. Okay, now it's like they try to get the ball over as quick as possible. But you always see that the goalkeeper and at least one defender, they are always in position.
Is it faster to attack above or below water once you get the ball?
It depends how many people are in your way. If you can steal over water, all the better for you. You can use your arms. But in general, you have less people underwater.
And you also have to consider the fact that at one point they have to pass the ball down to the bottom, and as you just have seen a few minutes ago, these are more than 3 meters, and these kind of passes, they can be snatched away very easily. But Marcel, coming back to your first question where you were asking like what kind of game it will be, this is no game for the middle field. It's more like rush and go, rush and go.
Is there dominance by one team in your opinions now, Marcel?
No, this is open for me at the moment. But I love the action. It's beautiful aggression. I don't see anything of a real foul or sorts, but you can just feel the tension. And you can see again one of the referees. He has to make sure he's not in the way. These boys will not stop for him.
There we go.
Is it permitted to use the referee as a shield? I've seen it happen a couple times.
It's like in the other games where you have a referee. If he blocks your way, then you just have to go around. It's not his fault, and you can't later just complain about it. Like yesterday, for example, in the team Germany versus Sweden, there you saw one of the referees going really almost very close to the goal to see all actions. And so when the Swedish team had the ball, they wanted to counter, and that one was really swimming into the referee. They didn't complain at all. It just happens.
Well, on one side, the open side, it's easier for the referee. He can remove himself basically. But here we can see Jochen very nicely. You have to be close to the action to see what happens to make it the right call at the right time, and simultaneously you can't just disappear into thin air.
There we go again. Now we have, as Marcel already said, like we have the Finnish one on the other side, and so he tried to get the ball into the middle and then to snatch it over to left side, but the Swedish were very alert. And so, yeah, here you see it. He's attacking, and you have the defense, and on the other side there was a blue one, and he tried to get the ball, but they couldn't make it.
So why was play stopped here?
According to the sign of the referee, it was holding without the ball. But what's quite interesting is, no matter what happens, there's always two guys on the goal. What you can see now is something called stealing the goal. So basically, when there's a free throw, you try to plant someone of your people right on the basket, so that you only have to supply the ball, and that person can smash it in. But the Finns, of course, know this, and they were alerted, and they closed their goal up before the Swedish guy could come there. So even if the game's not going, you don't have the ball, you want to close your goal.
I also think that the team which is able to play to move very well also without the ball, to put themselves into a position. Here you go. Now what you just have seen is that the defender of the Finnish team was moved away, so they could have easily made a pass from left to the right. But then there was the next Swedish player, and so they could snatch the ball away. But this is one aim also of these very strong attacks of the Swedish guys. They of course want to push away. Oh, now we have at least a warning. Oh, he's bleeding. His nose is bleeding.
So one of the players has a nosebleed. That can happen. He's not allowed to play with a bleed. So he has to go out exchange. We do have 6 exchange players. Exchange is made similar to ice hockey. Someone goes out, someone comes in. And he just has to make sure his bleed is stopped, then he can continue playing.
If a player is taken out of the game and replaced, can they come back into the game? I'm not talking about the 6 men on the side. I'm talking about the reserve players. If a reserve player comes in and you take out somebody with a nosebleed or injury, can they come back into the game?
Well, team consists of 15 people, 6 in the water, 6 on the exchange lane, and you have 3 reserve. And they can be, you have 3 opportunities to exchange a player.
And there we go.
Beautiful.
Now we have a wonderful attack. Okay, a little bit too late because the defense player was already in position again. But when they snatched the ball away from the Swedish guys, the goal was empty at that moment. So, weak pass, very weak.
And so if you have 3 possibilities for an exchange, and you can send someone out and back in again if you want to, but you only have 3 opportunities for exchange.
You can exchange more than one player during those.
We have
or 3
now here.
total.
Yeah, now we have 3 Swedish guys versus a goalie and 1 defender. And there you pass it to the right side. There you pass. Oh, that was close.
Call. Let's see what it is. It is. Yes. Someone was lifting without the ball, but maybe you saw it on the screen. At one point, you saw on the stomach of the goalie lying on top of the goal. You saw a hand on there, and it was from his own team. Someone trying to push him down, so that if anyone pushes from below, trying to take him away from the goal, that he might have a little more resistance.
That's perfectly legal, though.
Absolutely legal if it's your own team.
There has been a little bit of confusion or controversy regarding the uniforms of the the Russian men's team. They have on a jersey, and is it permitted to grab this jersey and pull hard? Some people say it's not part of the equipment, so that's all right.
Well, there's a very simple ruling on that. The current international ruling, as it stands, says it is not part of the equipment, so basically you're allowed to grip it. But I don't see the point in gripping it, because what you want is you'd want to hold back the player.
Now you see a very interesting position of the Swedish guy, because he's between the basket and the defender. And if he once get the ball in that position, it is very, very hard to defend him. But then he can use his arms and legs to pull up the to lift the goalie. Well, in that case, the Finn guys were very alert, and so they could snatch the ball. The ball was put snatch away.
You mean that the player who was lying there by the basket, if he had gotten the ball, he would have turned around to face the direction of the goal and then used a scissor movement of his elbow and knee to raise the goalie off. And
sometimes the very, very good players, for example, like Andreas Bergholz from the Swedish team, he lies already in that position and stays in that position at the beginning with a face to the wall, so that his players have to get him the ball, and so he don't have to move anymore. He only gets the ball and then the scissor movement.
The move is called Merla. I might have gotten this wrong, but that's basically the name. And he's lying ready, he's spring load. The second he gets that ball, he will smash his knee into your back and his elbow into your neck, and by that create a hole over the basket and then smash the ball in there.
And what percentage chance do you think the goalie has of stopping somebody like Bergholz?
If you know the move and you know how to stop it, maybe.
Because that he has to notice it. Maybe because he feels that there is one. Oh, very nice. Now they.
And the referee's already seen something.
Yeah. Maybe the Finnish guy already attacked the goal without the ball.
Yes, judging by where the Finns are swimming now, they're going back to their own basket.
Well, here's he. He goes over the guard, and now he got the ball very nicely. But
you're trying to get as much advantage as you can, and you're trying to tickle out how early can I grab and already move.
A foul is when the referees makes a noise. That's a foul. I mean, of course, it's unfair when you try to lift off the goalie without a ball. There we go again.
That was very opportunistic by the Finnish player right there. He just grabbed that pass.
Yes, but it was wonderful to see. You could just see that the goalie was already on top, and the defender was floating nicely backwards, right back into the goal. There's no way someone would go in between there, and the Finns just meet a close defense. Now the Swedes have got the ball and they're back on the move, and we'll see the same thing on the Finnish side.
Oh.
There you go. Defender rolling back till he's in the basket.
Oh. And then they scored. Whoa.
And it seems it was the...
You have to see it again. So you see like on the right side now, he pushes the ball into the basket. There's one in the man position, and that's probably who scored it. Like
it was Bergenholtz, number 4.
Yeah,
he
put it below the back of the defender. He could put the ball in the middle to the man. He was in that position, as Marcel said. He didn't have a position. He lifted his leg, and then he put the ball on the backside of the goalie into the goal.
The positive thing on this move is you yourself as an attacker are lying on the floor. The floor will not move. The defender, as such, the goalie, he's basically the only thing that's supporting him is his fins kicking himself down, the thrust he can generate. But you're pushing off the floor. That is the opportunity you want to get. You can exercise much more power. Now the Finns are psyched, and let's see what they're going to do.
Bergenholtz is one of Sweden's most experienced players, and he's got great ball handling skills. He really knows what he wants to do.
Just have to see his hands. I mean, they're like pants. I mean, he has the ball in one hand only, and you'll never get the ball out of his hand. He's a very, very good player.
But I wouldn't narrow it down to just one man. It was a team effort. You saw someone had to bring him the ball, give him the ball in the right positions. He just had to be there as well. So this is an intense team sport, and if no one brings the ball, you can't score.
People who have never watched underwater rugby before probably don't realize that each position has 2 players. So there are 2 forwards, 2 goalies, and 2 backs. And they have to replace each other continuously, one on the surface getting oxygen and the other one down holding the position. So when you get a position or too many players down beneath the surface fighting and they all go up for air at the same time, that creates an opportunity for the attacking team. So so far at this level you don't see a lot of mistakes, and they're in great condition, so if they do stay down longer, they usually think about that and they try to cover it.
Absolutely. I think that the team wins, which is able to stay as long as possible under the water, or has at least the biggest part of underwater time, because they only can score if you're down there. And this is something which I really appreciate also about, like you see, especially when they switch position or switch a defender, there must never be a gap, otherwise they really score. And this also is very physical demanding. They not switch at the level of the top level of the water. They switch on the ground. And so this is really great sports what they're playing.
Many times you see a defender waiting, and when he sees that the offensive player is going up for air, they also go up for air. Does it happen that they can be deceived, that the offensive player actually doesn't go up for air and returns directly?
One second. Now that we have another one. Oh, here. There you see the ball in the back. And there already are 2 whites down there. Okay. That was a very, very dangerous attack of the Swedish guys, because They attacked the goal, and there was only the goalie. I think there weren't any kind of defender in that place, right?
Yeah, you just saw that the defender actually went up onto the goal because if you can pass over the defender, then it's in. What you want to do is always keep your goal a lid on top, basically.
We've reached halftime here.
So basically, saved by the bell.
Well, that was close. I mean, you saw already when he went up with the ball, as Marcel said, there were two Swedish attackers already in position, and there was no Finnish defender anymore. So if it'd be possible to pass the ball down to the ball, I was really hard and mean.
Or you can just basically say, look, this blue, that prevented a goal. You can be proud of it, but it might be a bit awkward in the office.
And now, as we said, the Finnish are really going on for it. What a pity. I mean, you already had the goalie being lifted off, so if there had been a second or third player of the Finnish team, there would have been a chance. But the Swedish, they could defend it.
So once again, you can see that it's a joint effort. It's not one guy who goes in, takes apart everyone, and then puts the ball in. It's not that straightforward. First man goes in, tries to open a hole, and the second man tries to continue, make it larger, or score. Again, here we can see nicely the Swedish man's on the one side, the ball is on the other side, so they will try to pass through, and the Finnish guy's going nicely underneath, pushing him up. And
this now answers the questions whether the Swedish guys want to play more defense or more offense. Hey, they say the offense.
Finnish player is going into the corner, pausing now to see if his teammates are supporting him. They're coming down, two of them. It's over the goal that they're attempting. Do you think that'll be successful over the goal, Marcel?
Well, he tried to come in from up top, grab the goalie, and then give a ball back down. So what you really want to do, again here, trying to go up, or now from the side, you can see by the pants there's another blue player down there. But he didn't manage to get the ball, but he got it out at least. So the Finns are still in ball possession. Now giving to the next guy. He's trying to go up top, take away the goalie so that someone underneath can go in, use that open space. But again, the Swedes filled up the space. Another Swede snatched the ball. The Swedes are back in possession.
I think what you now see is one of the strengths of the Swedish guys, where you already were referring in the beginning of the game. Now you have the veterans coming, or maybe playing out their strength. They know the tricks, they know what can happen. And so for the Finnish it will be tough, definitely.
We don't have statistics on the ages of the Finnish players, but we guess that the Finnish team is younger.
No, I'm not sure. I think that I saw some of the guys I played I think 10 or 12 years ago on the Champions Cup in Berlin. And then they already played for Venisto, and they are now I see them again. Well, I mean they're in better shape than we are, but still they are also very experienced. And they have the coach of the Finnish team. He's a real, very smart guy, very clever.
The Russian fans are supporting Finland. What you hear in the background, "Hey Suomi," is "Go Finland, go Finland." So even though Finland and Russia might have been in conflict in the past, they have a lot of support here among the under players in Russia.
So there we have a free throw for the Finnish team, and they of course try to establish their offense circle. And you can see that the Swedish, on the other hand, of course, try to block the receivers of the balls in case a pass will be played. Oh.
Nice fumble. But what you just saw before, he wasn't attacking the head. It may have looked a little brutal on screen, but it's not that tough. He was just coming in from behind, and it can look bad. But if it really went for the head, you can have a guarantee the refs would have seen it.
And on one hand, actually, the movement at the goal are quite always very similar. You see the people going into position on the left or the right side, and then the man with the ball will go into it, and then either he tries to place to the left or to the right side. And if it doesn't work, they play it backwards so that they can rebuild the system again, and so they continue just making this over and over again. And they're of course hoping for the gap where then they can score.
Again, a reminder, the clock that you see on the screen is not the official game clock, so it's a rough approximation of how much time is remaining in the game. There's still a lot of time in this one, more than enough time for Finland to come back. But as the clock ticks away, of course, you have to go more on offense, and then your chances of suffering another goal increase if you are a little bit too aggressive. But you have to take that risk. And you've got to get the ball back. That means working harder, and that's where the gaps come in, when people have fought very hard for the ball, lost oxygen, and then they go up, and there's a mistimed exchange or something like that, and an opportunity could pop up. Finland's got the ball back again.
That was a nice attack. I mean, the Swedish were already successful in placing their players right beside the goal. But then the last final pass was then snatched away by the Finnish guy, and so now they're trying to establish a counter-attack. But there's no really counter-attack because the Swedish players are already in their position again. What you really see in that game also is that they really use the three-dimension. I mean, you have sometimes the place where the ball is really passed only on the ground. When here the Finnish guys, they really try to play the ball up and down and up and down, and just to get coming forward. So, and this is what also is the great advantage of this game, and that's why we love it, because you can use it, you can do it.
Is it fair to say that every change in direction, and that change in direction can be up, down, right, left, basically even backwards if you have to, that confuses the opposition? It's something for them to think about right away.
I would say so, yes, because I mean, when you attack someone who has a ball, you of course hope that you get the pass from him. But on the other side, you never know where he's going to pass the ball. Right now we saw a kind of struggle, and I think one of the players, he's now missing his fin. There you see it. So the Swedish wanted to try to get out of their part, and there were three Finnish guys now attacking the Swedish one.
We have some commentary from people who are following the games on the internet. They're going to Facebook and they've sent us some questions. Ettu Petteri Kummala asks, hey, by the way, which country has won the most world championships? Is it Sweden has won the most in the men's? 4 or 5? No, 5 times. And on the women's side?
Deutschland.
The Germans, because they won twice. This tournament would have been the 3rd time. Okay, it's a bronze medal for the female.
And Petteri Sivola says, commentary is coming out loud and clear. Audience is in the background. That's good. Nice to have commentary. Very good PR for the sport. I hope you're enjoying it. Oh, yes. Why aren't the Holmbeck brothers playing on Team Finland? I can't answer that. Well, keep your questions rolling. We are an ad hoc team. We've never worked together before, but we're hoping.
3 different nations, right? I mean, this is global.
In a few weeks' time, we'll have a contract from Eurosport, and they're going to start carrying underwater rugby, and why not? So we're all working for this.
Also in the German live stream, the question about the Holmbeck brothers for the Swedish team. We would have to ask the coach, and I think he's got other things on his mind just at the moment.
One reason could always be you must never forget we are all amateurs. We are no professionals. So we all have a job to do on education, and so former very good players now have to work very hard, can't train that much, and so they are not any good anymore for a national team. I mean, this happens to every nation. So what you see here now is, I think, a kind of clever play by the Swedish guy. They really try to hold the ball, as Marcel says. As long as they have the ball, the Finnish can score. Oh, what's going on there? Okay. And oh, he still has it. He still has it. And so they circle the ball around the goal of the Finnish guys, try to find the gap, and when they find the gap, as they assumably have found a few minutes ago, they will attack. And of course will still go. But here you see it. I mean, they have the ball. It's another 7 minutes to play. And yeah, it's getting tough for the Finnish guys.
It's nice to see that the Swedish team could basically wait it out, and probably they're also waiting it out a little bit, because you can see now the Finns have to attack, but the Swedish nonetheless are attacking. Just now they're just slacking, but I believe what they're trying to do is actually pull out the Finnish players as far as possible to make get some holes in their defense, and then attack with another set of 3 or 4 players. You see now the Finns have to open up. They need more people attacking. Nice fumble, nice catch, very nicely made.
He's alone.
But you can see he can't give a pass. He's circled by 3 Swedes. Now they're building up again.
Another general rule of underwater rugby is that whenever you have the ball locked under your arm tightly, it's relatively hard to get it. Whenever you've got your arm stretched out to try and pass and score, the ball is vulnerable, and the forwards are always looking for that opportunity. Even the backs might go for it at times.
Well, just when you said it, you were proven slightly wrong, though. Someone had it nicely locked, and a Swede came in and punched it out. That can go badly wrong if you don't hit the ball. If you hit the player, you're out.
Another technique for protecting the ball is to hide it behind your back, but you have to be certain that nobody's in back of you. But a lot of these guys have almost Spider-Man senses that they know.
Well, basically, you don't need Spider-Man senses. If you haven't been touched for 1 second, you've had a long time on your own.
There's another attempt of the Finnish guys to somehow establish a dangerous situation, but they weren't able, because the Swedish are very tough in defending. But it seems that the Finnish guys also right now lack a little bit the precision. Their passes are not so precise anymore as they used to be. And right now he tried to pass to the right side, and there wasn't any kind of Finnish guy. There were only Swedish defenders, and so of course he lost the ball.
Timeout.
Timeout.
So who has called his timeout?
I think the Finnish.
And they will have used up their 1 timeout of the game. So that's a big decision here.
Well, you only have 5 minutes to play. Timeout blue, yeah, that's a finish.
5 minutes, and this is basically go in, get it. If we get a second goal, who cares? Go for that one. We need it. There's no going back.
I think also that the Finnish coach also probably saw that his team is not so accurate anymore. I mean, you know, like this wrong pass right now. You're not used to these things from the Finnish guys.
And the timeout of 1 minute does give you quite some time to breathe, relax, and get some power back.
And also to motivate yourself again.
Johan Anders Lundberg is asking us now on Facebook, could you give us a quick summary of the rules?
It's always a foul when the referee rings the bell. No, no kidding.
It's pretty simple. Just as a rough rule, if you have the ball, you can attack and you can be attacked. Any biting, scratching, etc. is forbidden. The ball is not allowed to leave the water in its entity, so you're not allowed to have it above water. Well, let's see. Someone's been doing something naughty. The referee's coming up. It seems white number 12 has received a warning. The referees are just discussing shortly. And a clear sign there from Torben that both teams should return to their side.
White number 12 would be Kenneth Redman, Swedish player.
Okay. So the referee has now sent both teams to their respective sides. Well, one Swedish player hasn't noticed yet, but he'll move soon. So that he can discuss that there's no infights now on the goal. That's the reason why they send the teams to their sides. Otherwise, they'd be fighting underneath already to get their player on the goal or off the goal.
This is a Turkish team we see right now. And they're also, no, they're supporting the Swedish team.
One of the Swedish coaches just walked by, and you can see that by the official uniform, which is a sleeveless top with thin yellow and blue stripes through it. And somebody told me the other day.
No, the decision is made. The white number 3 got 2 minutes for grabbing a mask in the defense position. So that's why he has now a 2-minute penalty. This will be now very interesting, because now the finish, they are 1+.
Okay, Andreas Höglund, and it's Finnish power play. Of course, this is really going to punk up the Finns. There's one Swede lacking, trying to go for the ball. The Swedes with 4 people are keeping their goal completely locked, and just one guy is out and about. Whoa.
So they come.
Okay. And the game is stopped. Probably someone's been pushing.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Someone's been holding himself to the basket, so free throw for white for the Swedes. Or in German, Freiwurf gegen Blau.
It's very when the goalies are holding, if they're subtle about it, with a thumb locked behind their neck. But they caught it this time.
Yeah, and that's like what we already said about the referees, that they really try to get as close as possible, even though they might then block a counterattack. But also for us players, actually, it's very good that they see it, because we are sometimes very frustrated if they don't see it. Whereas you as a player, of course, you see it, but you can't do anything against it. So it's okay.
Okay, it seems that one of the Finnish players was within the 2-meter limit during a free throw. So for a free throw, you must have a distance of 2 meters away from the person holding the ball before he passes.
And we have seen players ejected from the game, sent into the penalty box for violating the rule that says you must give the 2 meters around the free ball.
But they must have been warned prior.
What you see right now, of course, is also very, very clever from the Swedish guys, because they now try to reduce the time where one man off as much as possible. And there we are again at the one rule. As long as you keep the ball, the Finnish guys can't count. And now we have a timeout of the Swedish. Yeah.
Yes, the Swedish team has now called their timeout.
4 minutes left. Still 1-0. I mean.
And again for the rules. If you want to go for a quick read of the rules, I believe the website will be www.uv-sport.dk. And then if you go for, I'm sorry, my Danish is very bad, so something sounding like underwater rugby or rules, you will find them there.
The rules are also in a link on the Facebook page, and you can find them also on the official webpage of the World Championships. So everybody who's good at Google will find it sooner or later. if you've never seen or played underwater rugby before, and this is a new experience, we're hoping that you're going to give it a try, and you could find a place to play in your country.
Oh, this is interesting.
This is very interesting.
Yeah, now we have two Swedish. Andreas Collin
is also on the bench. I don't know what for. Maybe for complaining, but this is interesting. 4 Swedes versus 6 Finns.
That also explains the timeout of the Swedish team. So, because now they have to reposition their guys so that they really can defend the finish with 2 less.
But I might remind the game Colombia versus Denmark. The Danish held off the Colombians with 4 players. So it's bad for the Swedes.
Ah, he got it.
And the Swedes are going just for full aggression, attack, get the ball, get it away from there. Again, if you...
And he snatched the ball. Wow. This is really great defense. Oh my God. And there, he now tries to block the ball.
He's blocking
just
the ball.
Save time.
He's blocking the ball. The first thing the Finns do, don't try to fight him, just push him out. And it worked. So now the Finns have the ball.
Very shrewd play, and although it's obvious, in a stressful situation like this, you have to still be thinking about what's going on.
Well, these things have been discussed. I mean, you know what you have to do when there's 1 person out or 2 people out.
Yeah, see, this is now blocking. I mean, really, the time is running good now for the Swedish guys, because one of them, I think now 5 or 10 seconds, one of the penalty guys is now coming back.
And he's back in. So the Swedes are back up to 5, still 1 man out, but you can see they're blocking.
There we go again. Now the Finnish attack again.
And they're in full frontal attack. Ball to the back. Lift up. And it's been stopped by the referees. Has been stopped by the referees. That is lifting without a ball.
Okay. That was close. Even though he still had, there you see it, they had the ball in the position, but the Finnish, there you see the Finnish defender was already taking care of him. Even though if there had been now the other one, but if they didn't score, and so it's still 1-0 for the Swedish guys.
It won't be long before Sweden is back up to full strength, and they'll really be encouraged by the fact that they could overcome this difficult situation. 4 against 6 is not that easy.
No. Whereas it's interesting, you often have a team now a team which is stronger than the others, because their team is lacking 1 or 2. They focus too much on the goal. They don't use the time to play clever and then score somewhere in between these 2 minutes.
Okay,
here you see it.
The second player is getting ready to come back in. Yep. In a few seconds, Sweden will be complete. Yep. And Sweden is back to full power. Maybe we'll see a stop to all this.
There we have it. There we have it.
Blocking of the ball, and they'll go back to playing.
Great. Very, very great defense. And now they're offending again.
Back to strength, and they're back up front. Oh, beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, they still have it. Wow. Hey, this is great.
So this is fantastic. Basically, the idea was, as long as we're low, block the ball, we're back in action.
Okay, it's out. Yeah.
A minute and a half in the game, roughly. So things are looking tough for Finland now, because they have to get the ball and mount an attack. And there's not that much time to do it.
But we just saw how clever the Swedish played. I mean, that was a very tough situation. 2 men short. And they were able to I think there was only 1 dangerous attack of the Finnish guys being allowed.
Interesting here is now 1 Finnish guy has the ball. 2 are on the other side, inaccessible. And until the 4th guy comes along so that he could pass, he's already been manhandled by the Swedes.
This is what I mean also when coming to if they're weak, if they do feel weak, if they feel exhausted. You see that 3 Swedish guys going for them. They're really hungry. They really defend whatever goes. You believe they're all exhausted. They're all worn out. But they fight like hell because they can win the bronze medal.
With just about 60 seconds left to go, everyone in here is just going to give all they have left. And the Swedes very intelligently got the ball back.
Really is nothing to hold back anymore. A player who might have been trying to get a little bit of air at one moment or another or have that option at all, because a fast swim one way or the other is going to eat up a lot of time. So,
45 seconds.
we have a question from Fredrik Åström. How much left of the 2 minutes on Höglund? Oh no, I'm sorry. Francesco Russo. Swedish match, nice match. Thanks for the commentary. A question. Sometimes I've been using some soap to wash hands before the match.
Oh, this is interesting.
On the ball?
Now we have
use some specific product. We've lost the question here, but
we have now a new situation. We have 2-minute penalty versus a Finnish guy because he attacked the Swedish player who had the ball trying to secure very hard. I think he also attacked the head. So that's now why he got a 2-minute penalty, and this 37 seconds before the end of the game.
And it looks like they're going for the clasping. But for the question, grip-enhancing substances are specifically not permitted. What a lot of teams do is they wash the ball or their hands before the game so they can grip it better. But a grip-enhancing substance is specifically prohibited.
And players cannot put Vaseline on their bodies or anything like that.
Well, before the game, all players are checked with equipment and spare equipment. One of the tests specifically is, well, this may sound a bit weird, to feel up the player to see is he slippery. And if anyone is to complain, the referees can make a second check of that.
Very little time left in this game. It's looking grim for Finland right now.
And the Swedish guys now let the ball just circle around. Whoa.
The Swedish players are just going to get the ball locked down.
5.
And this game is stopped one last time.
I think that's it. It depends now who's getting the free throw.
And once again, the time you can see on the live stream is an approximate time. Should reflect the game time, but it can differ for 1 or 2 seconds.
And the free throw is for the Swedish guys. They're still in ball possession.
With a Swedish free ball, that really gives them an opportunity to keep the ball away from Finland, pass it around, and if they do get captured, all they have to do is just cling to it. They don't need another goal. So basically, I think it's fair to say this is over.
Well, 5 seconds, and the Swedes
Here we
have
go.
the ball. Yeah, he's keeping it on surface. And
that's it.
over. Sweden goes bronze. Thank you, Sweden and Finland, for an absolutely fantastic game.
Very, very good.
Well, we'll take a short break now, and then perhaps we'll try to interview some players or a coach, and keep us informed of what you think and your questions. It's great to read stuff on Facebook, and if you haven't played underwater rugby before, now maybe is the time to start.
next time, next game.